Hi Aries, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of April, as always, I'm offering a special themed on rebirth and change. So if you want to know more info about the special for the month of April as well, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So Aries, I do feel like there's something about the month of April which brings you closer to peace or to healing, to making amends. There's something here about making amends. For some of you, I feel like it's making amends with your life, with a chapter of your life, with a phase of your life that has been most likely hard to deal with or hard to go through, and that it has ended. And it's like Aries energy is on the verge of leaving a dark place to a lighter one, but I feel like there needs to be a forgiving energy. It's really in focus here. In some of you, it's really about forgiving the self, forgiving whoever you have lost, in the way. There's something here about Aries feeling that like they have lost pieces of themselves in this past phase, in this chapter. And I feel like there's a part of Aries energy that is having some issues in accepting those losses. And even for Aries that are projecting more into losses of other types, like losses of relationships or losses of dreams, losses of expectations of what their future would be, things on those terms. All of that ties in with your own self, because you do have in your unconscious the Emperor. And the Emperor, as you can see the ram behind the figure, the Emperor is an energy that is associated with Aries. So to have the Emperor here in the foundation and the unconscious energy for the month of April, it's really important because there's something about you, something about the self, something about your essence, your nature, that is going to play a strong role in how you proceed to the future, in how you proceed to the next months and what those chapters will be about. And for what I'm seeing here, those chapters are really about healing, moderation, peace, coming to terms with something that has been hard to come to terms with. I also feel like some of you are blending forces, right? Are blending the material and spiritual realm, together to bring a very different compound here, a very different element to your lives. Or you have something here in the month of April, a creation of some sorts that most likely combines different elements that apparently are very different or of opposite natures, and you're combining them together, or you're being kind of inspired and guided to blend situations together, especially those that are a bridge between the spiritual and earthy realm, to create something that can be healing and soothing to you, and as well to others that may offer that you may offer that same creation towards, because there's something here dreamy as well about your month. Imagination, ideas, exploration of realms that maybe some of you haven't perceived before, because in the soul position you do have the Seven of Cups. So your soul is kind of wide awake to the dream states. For some of you, this can mean that there's a little bit of a scattered, confused vibration that's guiding you through the month. And maybe that's why as well you have here the Emperor in the subconscious, needing to feel more grounded, needing to feel that your life and the structures in which it's based are more solid, more concrete. I feel like some of you feel like Peter Pan's flying around, or Alice in Wonderland. There's a little bit of a high energy here, like being high on something, maybe too much, that may be creating a lot of escapism, or just scattered thinking, scattered emotions, fogginess, smoked mirrors, unclear paths, unclear direction. I feel like some of you had your hopes on something that didn't go well, or that didn't work as you expected, because in the conscious position you do have the Ten of Swords. So you are pretty aware of what has been crushing you. You are pretty aware of your depressive states. You are pretty aware of something that has ended, and that is coming with you. It's energy of ending, termination. It's coming with you to the month of April, and you're pretty aware of it. You're pretty aware of what's not going well. But what I'm feeling is like you're not aware of this. You're not aware of your strength, your structure, your capacity to recreate from those experiences, your capacity to grow and mature into this version of person that becomes their own authority, and it's much more capable and in control of their lives than what some of you believe in. I feel like some of you have had your egos kind of crushed, or this bright vision of life has been tainted with certain experiences, and so you are kind of rebuilding yourselves from the ashes and allowing, healing to take place. This is the future position. So as the month progresses, there seems to be, a peaceful orientation towards enlightenment and working with what you have and making the most and the best out of it. I also feel like some of you have, as I said, bright ideas that you may not know yet, but you're going to kind of work, or consider to work and profit from them, especially for Aries involved in careers, that deal a lot with creativity, imagination. Even though most careers, most jobs, you can add, if you want to, of course, that creative element. But for Aries here that are artists, or they have this vision they want to kind of materialize, right? They want to put out there concretely. For Aries that are considering to work on a business or to become self-employed, things on those terms. This can be a month where there's progress as you work with your own self and in building some type of patience, going easy on it. I feel like some of you need to go not slowly, but gradually. It's like flowing gradually at your pace. You can't really rush something. I feel like some of you are impatient, but you can't rush. Whatever this is, this needs time. This can be, for some Aries, there are things that are happening now, or that you are working now, right? That you are kind of crafting and creating, that may take you up until the end of the year, until December, to be fully merged into that same vision some of you are having. Others of you, as I said, it's a month to take it easy. It's a month to, breathe, to be in contact with nature, music, literature, anything, any element that exists in this life that brings you peace, that brings you well-being, that makes you feel inspired, that makes you feel, surrounded by walls of divine elements, embrace of divine elements. I feel like some of you really, you have something here to learn about your spiritual selves, your spiritual entity, your soul, who you are, what your dreams are, what new dreams are emerging out of, whatever, of the past. It's like what dreams are emerging from, the debris of what has been destroyed. I feel like some of you, as I said, you had dreams that didn't work out, or you had visions that really didn't. Maybe you're coming to terms that maybe they are, impossible or difficult to manifest right now, or just not reliable, or not, in alignment with the path that you're truly meant to walk. So some of you are making peace with what has been, what is, and what you hope it will be from now forward. There's a sense of Aries needing to understand that now forward is what matters. What's behind them, it's kind of an energy that it really feels like this ending, that it can't be. It's like you can't explore much more out of it, because whatever you're looking for in it is like completely blank. So it's like it's going to I feel like for some of you, looking too much into the past can make you really feel, empty and in the void, in the dark, even more unclear, more confused towards what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like your path ahead is bright, but you need to allow things to unfold, or you need to let go of a fear. I feel like some of you feel like you're not skillful. You don't have the ability in you to, work, to work with energies that are so sensitive and so delicate. It's like the delicate elements of your own nature and of life. It's like something that may scare you. You may not know how to have it on your hands. There's something here about Aries not knowing how to hold something in their hands, or being afraid to destroy something, to break something. They really want to protect. There's a little bit of a protection energy as well here. Some of you, I feel there's this real nourishment about what you can give and what you can as well receive during the month of April. Some of you, I feel like there's like peace offers in everything you may be challenged with. It's like things that in your life are challenging. There's an opportunity to make peace with them, but it needs to come first with coming to terms of where you might need as well to forgive yourself of something you feel guilty of, or you feel ashamed about, or you feel angry. Some of you have repressed feelings that are coming out, and those repressed feelings are kind of meant to, be transmuted into something else, to be transmuted into beauty. I feel like some of you can acknowledge the beauty once this forgiving element is properly done or internalized. I feel like some of you can come to terms or see the beauty in everything. It's like, I don't know if you have, if some of you have seen the movie Collateral Beauty. It's like understanding, how everything connects, how the dots connect, how those, we are all connected with the same type of elements, how terrible things like death and destruction and loss are kind of entwined at the same time with beauty, with love, with divine energy, and how everything is kind of a big mess. But once you really look to it on the outside, you can see how there is a certain sense of beauty. There is a certain sense of awe, marvelous wonder element about how everything, as messed up as it is, how everything kind of works. And I feel like some of you are actually reaching spiritual, enlightenment, or there's a spiritual moment in your month that it's like aha moment, like kind of grasping the meaning of something you have been struggling with, or finding this redirection on a way. It's like finding either a new path, or even if it's the same path, it's like finding a new way. There's a new footing about it. There's a new way you are walking, breathing, talking, communicating. One that I feel for Aries in general is much more gentle, much more, as I said, easy on it. It's like, I feel like some of you, you really want to take the best out of life. You want beauty. I feel like really some of you are real, artists here, and you're kind of creating something that can help you. For Aries struggling, creation can help you during this month to cope with whatever you're going through. Things are getting better, but I feel like some of you need to understand that healing is not a linear so there's a lot of ups and downs, but it's all about the way you, there's something here about the breath that some of you are as well maybe working on. It's like taking in and taking out from life everything, the most out of it, but whatever doesn't serve you, whatever it's toxic, whatever it's negative, whatever it's not conducive to growth, learning to take it out from you or to just leave it where it is. I feel like some of you need to leave things where they are, to not push, to not insist, to not provoke. Results are going to come to you better if you are, as I said, if you have the subtle, smooth strategy, tactic about it. In everything, this ties along with anything you're looking for to achieve right now. I feel like if you let it, flow, if you let it reveal itself to you, or if you just try a more gentle or smooth approach, it can come to you. It can come to you, and you can see how there's just type of combination energy. Some of you are integrating, as I said, spiritual and material worlds. So for Aries as well, interested in working or, doing some type of work related with spirituality, this is a great month. It's a great month to, recharge batteries, mind, body, and spirit. To, for those that are kind of interested in alternative healing methods, this can be a great month to try those, because I feel like your energy is really soaking in, everything that it's organic, everything that it's coming from the earth, everything that is coming from a very divine, good place. So for Aries that want to find recovery of some sorts of ailment, either emotional or physical, this is a great month where recovery is possible. And just to end, I also feel like is one of those months where just you're being guided to just, stop and, smell the flowers, smell the roses, take on your guitar, take on your microphone, take on your pen and write. Do things that are about, the best version of yourself, or the best version that you see in life, the things that really, make you feel connected with the sense that there's meaning and there's beauty in everything, is to really enjoy yourself and enjoy the break that some of you, a well-deserved break that some of you, are needing. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.